What is good, YouTube? I'm here back again with another video for y'all. I know it's been a minute since I posted, and yes, I do know that I feel me. If you were a true supporter of last video, I know y'all saw that I was, or heard that I was doing a giveaway. Yes, I am still doing it. Yes, my schedule is off for that, but I will still do it. Make sure that y'all still stay tuned to this video until the end, and you'll hear the rest of what we gon' you know what I'm saying, the little plan that we got for that. Now, as you can see, the background in the game, the gameplay in the background is just, just a filler. So you don't really got to pay too much attention to that. I want to get right into this topic though. As you can see by the title of the video, this is why streamers or people just in general. This is basically just about the whole space, the whole like streamer sphere, the whole everything. Like I just want to give my opinion, and something I might say might be wrong. Some of this might help you, some of this might give you some insight. If you looking to become a streamer, if you already are one, if you're a small streamer, a big streamer, anywhere in between, I feel like if you're interested in the space, this video will like get some interest from you. Now, in my opinion, the very first topic I want to get into is that like every streamer, everybody that's trying to get into streaming now, I feel like one major point that they miss out on, or like I want to say like key point, or like maybe like the backbone to the entire thing, I feel like people miss out on. I think people think that, oh, because I do what the other people do, then I'll just pop up and go up, right? Like, okay, I see AMP do this. If I do it, then it should do numbers, right? Or I see FaZe Clan do this, then I should be able to do it, right? And for some reason, they don't understand that. I feel like even big companies don't understand this, because there's been many instances where there are companies that try to take over, like Mixer. There's been the Kicks. There's been Party. There's an unlimited amount of streaming websites. But what they don't understand, and the reason why Twitch is so hard to, even though they treat us bad in general, you know what I'm saying? They ban people for no reasons before. They ban people without explaining, etc., etc., etc. If you've been on Twitch, you understand that part of it already, right? Now, what I feel like big companies and people alike have been just either ignoring or just genuinely don't understand is that when with streaming, yes, content is copycat. If somebody does something that's successful, people will copy it. But what people don't understand is that once you are already at the top or trending towards there, or you're already pretty much up there, anything they do is gonna be instantly more successful than somebody that were to do the same exact thing and they were smaller, or because what people fail to realize is that with streaming, most people, once it's a specific moment that either blows somebody up or gets them the exposure, that once they get that exposure, that they run with it. Now, when AMP does something like how Kai just did the streaming university, now if somebody like me were to do that, right? Yeah, it's a great idea, insane great idea, but would it have been as successful? Would it have completed the same like goal? Would it have achieved that? Absolutely not. So today I'm scrolling down my Twitch, and I see a few people. I'm not even gonna name them specifically because I don't want to have any beefs or anything of that nature, but it's certain people that I know have a bigger following than what their live says on Twitch and stuff like that, because I see rappers, I see YouTubers, I've seen athletes, actual celebrities for all type of different things try to get on streaming platforms, and they're not very successful, most of them, because what they don't realize is that, yeah, you may be this person or that person, but when you're streaming, you're entertaining people continuously for hours and hours on end. They can see when you scratch your ass, they see you when you're eating, when like it's much more complicated and much more difficult than I think people ever understood. And there's so many pros and cons to it that it's so much more complicated than from the outside looking in. Like, I know there's viewers out there that always ask me, why you don't stream every day? If I had that platform, if I had that possibility, then I would do this, I would do that. Brother, I've sat right in your shoes. That's the reason why I'm at where I'm at. I used to be like, yo, if I could be Scumpy, if I could be Nade Shot, if I could be so-and-so, if I could be annoying, like if I could have 1,000 viewers, man, I would be streaming all day. And yeah, that is great motivation. If people are genuinely supporting you and you're getting the viewers and you're getting the subs, and or just in general, like people just supporting you and coming through, and you just see the numbers, like the numbers will obviously motivate you, yes. But the numbers and on all this stuff doesn't change the fact that, this stuff does take a toll, bro. The internet in general takes a toll on you. Like people talking crazy or talking about my family or talking about this and that, like it genuinely doesn't bother me. But over time, somebody continuously every single day, you know what I'm saying, making accounts and doxing your family and talking about your family and doing stuff like that and exposing stuff that you didn't even want to talk about, like the situation is going on with Duke Dennis right now. I don't know if any of y'all have even been paying attention. I'm sure most of y'all have, but now they got his baby mamas and things like that coming out on social media and stuff like that. It will deter people. Like you see Solo Minotti disappears and Bruce disappears for months and months on end, and these people disappear because look at the stuff that comes with it. Yeah, it's cool to make the money, it's cool to get the chains, it's cool to get all the girls, all that stuff is cool, but you know what comes with that? The problems. And it's just, it's so much to this, and I could go on for hours, but the main topic that I really want to, like, let me get back on the main point of this whole entire video. I specifically wanted to talk about just how difficult it actually is to become a streamer. And that's not only the beginning part of the battle. I don't think y'all even realize becoming a streamer and getting the equipment and getting on OBS and getting your computer set up and all your bit rate, and once you figure out all that, you've only done like 10% of the battle, brother. Because even if you were to get on and let's say you start averaging even 50 to 100, let's say even 200 viewers, the more difficult part is staying there, and it's even more difficult to even grow. Coming from somebody from me that's been on Twitch for, I've had a Twitch account since like 2015 or something like that, 2014. But being an actual streamer and stuff like that, I've been a streamer basically full time since 2K21. So that's what, 4 years, 5 years, maybe like 4 or 5 years. And I'm telling you from experience, getting on is really the easy part. Because if you're around the right people, you can network and you can get around the right people. You can get a pretty decent viewership, a fan base, you know what I'm saying, people that support you, cool. But the harder part is staying there, staying consistent, growing, coming up with new ideas, doing new things. That's the even harder part. So if you're looking to become a streamer, if you are a streamer, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to grow or anything of that nature, I just want y'all to I want y'all to actually start diving into this, because I personally, I feel like I do a lot of research. I do a lot of, I involve myself in the community. Like I go to streams, I see what people are doing that's doing well. I'm looking around to see what's not doing well, who, you know what I'm saying, what's not pulling views and things of that. So I you know what I'm saying, I haven't even perfected streaming myself. I still watch people, I learn, I still take notes from other, like when I watch Kai, when I watch Duke, when I watch anybody, you could name whoever, when I'm in a stream, yeah, I'm watching for the entertainment partly, but part of it I'm learning also, like, okay, I can add this to my stream, that's cool, like the little soundboards and stuff like that people do, you know what I'm saying, I'm still taking notes and learning and doing things like that every time I'm in the stream, because the landscape is always evolving. That's the thing too about being an internet personality in any type of way. Even if you're an Instagram person, you're a TikTok person, you're a Twitch person, you're a Kick person. If you're doing any type of content is an ever changing, ever growing, ever, like, you have to stay on top of it. You have to be you have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to take notes. You have to be willing to change. Doing the same thing for an extended amount of time might bring you success, and it may be cool and it may be good and it may be doing numbers. But the thing is, something else is gonna pop up. This is the best thing I can compare this community to, or not even community, what I'm trying to say, like, compare this atmosphere to, is like clothing brands and stuff like that. Like, y'all know from growing up just in life, like, okay, Sperry's was cool at one point, Hollister was cool, Aeropostale was cool. Guess what? That went out of style. Then, you know what I'm saying, certain stuff came up, and Silly Bands was cool at a time. Like, but it's a forever changing landscape. It will always grow. It's gonna always change. It's gonna always evolve. And the same thing with streaming. Right now, what's cool is the IRL streams where everybody's going to these parties. They doing the pool parties. They doing this. They doing that. It's gonna be in a year from now, 6 months from now. It may even be in 2 months. It may be 3 months. It's gonna be something totally new, and it's gonna be the new vibe. It's gonna be the new wave, and you got to be ready to adjust to that. And if you're a content creator and you think you're gonna be successful, and you're not willing or able to adjust and change to whatever is popping at that time, then you will never reach and see success. You won't. Because if you do the same thing, people are going to get tired of it. You're going to get tired of doing it. People are going to get tired of watching it. And it's just going to dry out. That's why it's very hard for me so right now to even evolve myself, which is easy to sit here and say that, but I've been mainly doing 2K for about 4 years, 5 years while I've been on Twitch. And it's easy for people to sit here and say, hey, why don't you just do this? Why don't you just do that? And this is the hardest conversation to have with people because truthfully, there is no easy right or wrong answer. Like, it would be very easy for me to sit there and say, like, I have said before, like, hey, if you don't have a platform, you know what I'm saying, if you've never been a streamer, you've never been a YouTuber, you never did content, then you probably shouldn't give advice. And yeah, that's kind of rude, and you know what I'm saying, but on the same hand, it's just the truth. If you've never built up and maintained a channel of and got an audience and had a fan base, it's easy for you to sit there and tell somebody what and give your opinion and say, oh, you should have did this, you should have do this content and do this and do that. But you like, it's just not that easy. It's really not. Like, yeah, you should try new things if you're a content creator. You should. But it's easier said than done because it's easy to say, oh, go try this. And then when you try it, then you have 3 viewers, or you got 3 people that liked your video, 4 people, 5 people, whatever the case may be. And you're used to having 100 viewers or 100 likes or 100 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to sit there and say that, but you got to understand also that content creators are also trying to make a living just like anybody else at a 9-to-5 job, anybody with a career, any lawyer, you know what I'm saying? We trying to pay our bills and things of that nature too. Doing things that don't pull views or nobody cares about is not productive, you know? So it's a double-edged sword. It's like, you could be damned if you do, you could be damned if you don't. You know what I'm saying? You could go and try some stuff and go jump on the deep end and go jump out there and try something and boom, instantly fail. Or vice versa. You could go out there and try it and then you could be very, very successful and it could change your life. So it's easy to say it, but it's harder to do. Very hard to execute. So that's why I got mad respect for people that have been famous or successful or anything like that, and they did it and they're doing it for years or consistently or over time, because it's way more challenging and way harder than anybody could ever even imagine from the outside looking in. I promise you. I promise. It's way, way, way harder than you guys think. But drop down to the comment section. Let's have some conversation and stuff. Like, what y'all think about this topic? Because I had a lot of people suggest that I do different type of content. And what type of content do you think I should do, chat? Like, drop down to the comment section. Let me know. Like, drop a like on the video. Make sure y'all drop a like. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure, if you're new, tap in with your boy. I'm here. I'm doing content, chat. I'm back on TikTok. I'm back on YouTube. I've been on Twitch. Make sure y'all tap in with me there. All my socials is on the screen. If y'all get 100 likes on this video, do I do 100? I'll do 50. If y'all do 50 likes on this video, I will do face cam YouTube videos, and we will let's see, what can we do? We'll also do a 24-hour stream. 50 likes on this video. Also, the giveaway is still going on. The people that was in last video that stayed this long, we're still doing that giveaway. I'm a man of my word. We are going to give away that $50. Stay tuned into next video. Make sure y'all got notice on. We will be doing it will be random codes in my next video. I will randomly put them in there. It will be no warning. It will be no timestamps. They will be randomly in the video. And I want y'all to tag me on Twitter, whoever gets it and stuff like that. It's going to be more information, all that going to be all described in the next video. Make sure y'all tapped in with all my socials. They are down below. My name is PreGameJordan on every social. I love y'all boys. Keep showing love, man.